wave automatically pushes into their tower, so you have to secure your pole camp. I think the pole camp top's going to be a pretty big deal. Void's a good hero with dealing with that kind of lane, but it doesn't mean you deal with it, but you don't win.
And even then, you're probably not used to this lane. So Blitz, before we send you off, is PPD, is he going to TI, or is Immortals taking this to a game 3?
Let's see my boy Zai at TI.
Alright, so Blitz, he's going with OpTic. They're a little bit, I would honestly say a little bit strange draft, as we see smoked up, Tide plus Enigma heading on down there. Top, just gonna be PPD and Pygat, so it doesn't look like they are gonna do the middle. They're just gonna go with their normal lanes. I mean, I'm gonna be watching a lot of this bottom lane, because I'm interested to see what the Enigma and Tide do. They just push you into your tower? Is that what they do?
No, they pull it back first, and then they rubber band the lane back into your tower. It's generally how the best way to approach it.
Okay, that makes sense.
The way I look at this draft from OpTic is like, oh, I love the taunt from Enigma, is that I didn't understand where they were going with it. Like, I didn't see this happening, so I have to believe that Immortals was caught off guard a bit too. Like, who thought last 2 picks coming Tide Enigma, right? They've never ran anything like this in the recent past, and it's quite like a different take on the Drow Ranger strat, and I think it's gonna overall catch them off guard as well. Like, they're just playing against stuff you're not used to playing against is absolutely a factor.
Yep.
Like, it's something where you're just like, yeah, like this lane might go decently for us, but I haven't played this matchup in 3 months or something.
Especially when I mean, you lose this game, you're done for the season, right? This is the Dota season. Like, you're just absolutely done. I mean, the pressure we talked about building, you don't want to have pressure, but there's no way they don't, right? If you were in this situation, there's definitely a heavy weight on your shoulders.
Immortals does get 3 runes, so that's a decent start for them.
Peter will take 1, but yeah, 3-for-1 rune exchange. And now let's see what
they're going to cut the wave top, I think, is most notably. They're going to make the Drow TP.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, he already has to TP.
Oh, TPD. That is going to be 2-on-2. Will they do anything? Doesn't look like it. Just TP coming out. And that means middle. It is Zeus versus Mirana. So Mirana, obviously, better attack animation. Less base damage, actually, even with the Drow aura, but you're versus that lightning bolt as well. This is just a different matchup, especially at level 1.
Yeah, Zeus is a little bit different of a hero now, just because they buffed up they weakened his spells and then buffed up his right-click damage.
Nice deny there by C-Team. With that Drow aura, obviously, get a little bit of that bonus damage. You're feeling good. And then bottom lane, that's the crazy one. See him.
It should just be a trade where OpTic kind of wins, just because they deny creep epic wave.
Look, they're going to try to kill these Eidolons. They did get 2 of them. Zai tried to deny, but couldn't quite get it. And now it feels like they are going to be pretty calm lanes, though, in general. Even though they're crazy, I don't think we're going to see too much action bottom, right?
Yeah,
like at all.
There doesn't seem to be much like aggressive potential between either 2 teams. I think the only aggressive potential is top from Immortals, but then you just have this Witch Doctor who level 1 heal. So like all this harass is pretty much mitigated on both heroes. And Febby, is he going to be doing that like suicide?
He is, right. I think you have to. And what do we have? So PPD starting him. He has a Clarity and 2 Mangoes. He doesn't care. He's ready to heal through even more of it. We do see the Battle Hunger and then just running a Pycat, zoning him out of the lane. Even with that heal, still got to be worried. You right-click him back, you get 2 spins, all of a sudden that lane turns around.
Yeah, but Drow, like a hero that traditionally suffers in lane, but with this Witch Doctor, he's not happy.
Look at this. Oh, he eats it. Sorry, Dubu blocked him in with the wave, and then he ate through the tree, so 33 will get out. But middle lane, MP is getting harassed pretty hard. But it is 9-4 versus 5-2. Ooh, the leap forward. No arrow, just doesn't harass.
That's an interesting choice.
It seems like, right, Zeus kind of wants to stand close to the creeps to last hit without arc, so you're fine, maybe double Star Storm kind of thing.
Yeah, it's also like helps push the wave into the tower, which a lot of mid laners seem to be favoring. You just make the AI CS on their tower, limits their aggressive potential, and it's also making them miss a couple CS on their tower.
Yep, like that.
Like that one.
Last hitting under a tower with Zeus is like the worst feeling.
Yep.
Febby does suicide. Febby, I'm not gonna look at the suicide. We know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's just gonna continuously do that. And you do that, as you know, you do give gold to the other team,
XP.
but yeah, you don't give XP, and you're not dead. If you die to neutrals, you're dead for 20 seconds at like level 1 or 2.
26, I believe. It's just a long. He's basically saying I'm willing to give the enemy team 125 gold
to win the lane.
Yeah, to not be dead for an extra 20 seconds.
To not lose the lane more. So yeah.
That's like 3 creeps, so that's probably worth it.
And so we see pretty passive lanes coming out. Zai does have a double damage. He's gonna throw out a level 1 stun.
Might be a dive top, but they're This is a really odd choice. They double up the creep wave, and then they just let Pycat farm on their tower. Usually, you run at them.
Drow doesn't have the best attack animation. It would be hard for it to last in his tower, but
And he's slow,
get it.
so that's an interesting choice. They are pulling the big camp, which they miss on Febby, so Drow's just going to get free levels underneath tower, and as a carry player, you love to see that.
Oh, and Peter even steals one of the little small creeps, but here we go. They're going to go for the dive. Concussive shot slows down level 2 Battle Hunger, a ton of damage. Even with that, is going to use the stick. Casket will not bounce to Febby. This looks like it should be a kill. It will be. Velo with the smacks to the face.
Your Drow just got free levels underneath tower. Yeah, he's low, but the Witch Doctor's probably going to TP in with a salve.
Do you concussive shot get a kill here?
Yeah, you do actually. He took way too much.
Oh,
the
he
stick.
sticks, and now he's getting, but there's more. If he somehow gets this kill, it looks like he will. Pycat, maybe with a pretty big mistake. Now, well, BSJ, we just saw Agent Knight just played their lane at the 3rd dimension right there.
Yeah, still not even terrible, but not good for Pycat. Like, the fact that you got so many levels on Drow is acceptable, but yeah, that death was a little bit sloppy from Pycat there.
Yeah, we saw he just tanked up creeps under the tower. I mean, he wanted to get every last hit. He's like, wait, this is free farm, but he tanks a lot of damage, and then nice use of concussive shot, and then just running after him.
Yeah, the awkward animation on Drow makes it so you do take a lot more damage than a lot of the heroes.
Velo's doing it again. He's just pulling all the creeps back. Won't pull it to the small camp this time.
I'm surprised how they're content to just like cut wave and trade, because Drow's a hero that I feel like they could be very aggressive on.
We do talk about like Axe, right? Wasn't good in that game yesterday. Like, who does he blow up? Axe jumping on top of Drow Ranger is always good in this game, right?
Oh yeah, I know he's got some solid targets between the Mirana and the Axe, and Mirana and the Drow. But not only that, he also has follow-up on his team with the Skywrath Mage and Zeus. In the other game, it wasn't just that he wasn't many targets to go on. If you remember, they had like no burst damage, so nobody was dying in a call.
That's 4 bounty runes, by the way, for Dire. Like, it looked like Velo was setting up to take. He killed all the creeps plus a jungle camp, and he was going to take the rune after. But Peter followed him the whole way there, and well, that gives away a lot of gold to these teams who were kind of struggling under the tower.
This game is basically OpTic getting a lot of these early game items with the Helm of the Dominator coming out on Tidehunter, Drow just getting level 6, and then they're gonna basically be on a clock to take objectives. And Immortals, they have to get kills to stop the objectives. So we're gonna be watching this first Chronos, these aggressive plays. The Mirana ulti actually saving them top though.
Dive under the Battle Hunger.
But it's kind of, you know, they're on the clock on OpTic, even though they have all these big teamfight ults. I think Immortals lineup still scales better because of the Zeus pick. Really nullifies like the Enigma's late game impact, just because you'll always see him.
Yeah, people don't talk about like, oh, arrow will fly out. He will get the double damage. Gets the haste from. He's gonna leap forward. That's a double leap. No Starstorm yet. Eats the mango. Now it will. This is a kill on him. He doesn't even want to use mana. CC&C with the greed. Top lane. They do kill Pycat. Now they're gonna go after Peter. And this is broke-ass Peter trying to run away. No boots, only a stick. He will get a 3-stick charge up, if not a 4. He does. He will go down, and well, you probably want that on Velo, but you're just happy you get the kills. But middle lane, dude, the triple leap didn't use Starstorm, gets the kill, and now he's going to be dominating the 34-12 versus 27-5. I'm just surprised Zeus has 5 denies first off, but
it's actually possible to get denies on Zeus nowadays because you don't right-click for, you know, kittens damage. But they do have this Void Chrono at all stages of the game against the Enigma, so it's not like you have to worry about like a BKB Enigma.
Uh-oh, well, they might have to worry because he leaped in, and dude, the Helm of the Dominator creep comes in. He might somehow survive. He takes off a little bit of damage, but more so gets away. Now Dubu says hello, throws out the heal. Now Dubu might die instead. Do we have another clap? Sure do. Clap it like Nicki Minaj, he does. Gets the kill.
Top lane as well, getting gone on, does TP out, but doesn't get the double Starfall, so
damn,
barely out of range for that.
Survives, and look at that. Not a bad start for, I mean, you lose Dubu right there, but Ryoya lives, and you're getting closer to that level 6. The problem is he's 26-3. He doesn't have Treads or an Aquila yet. He is struggling. And
the Helm of the Dominator is just going to create pressure. It's going to make it so this lane's always pushed into his tower, and then if it's always pushed into your tower, that means that at any given point, the opponent can just wrap with like the Mirana or even just a Witch Doctor and gank you. It's just not a position you want to particularly be in. You don't have any threat on this Tidehunter, and I like that Enigma knows that, so he just goes to the jungle, increasing their efficiency.
Yeah, can you?
Like, what do you do to Tide?
You actually don't, right? Unless you rotate. We've seen, you know, 4 hero rotations, you get a kill, push a tower, but I don't even know if that's possible. And like, you might kill a Tide, but you're definitely not killing that tower with these heroes.
Tide used to be picked as like a big Ravage hero, but the way that Tide has a good tide game in this new meta is that you just are able to walk up to a lane like this and not be afraid of dying. Yep. And that's what makes Tide like a good pick, as opposed to in the past he was like that wombo combo hero. So they don't have a way to reliably kill Tide until this Axe blink, which is not going to come off the line for a while.
Top lane, we do have an illusion room pop by CCNC who TP'd in. Will he have to go for a YOLO air to get this kill? Looks like he might just get away, and that is
no leaps on Mirana. Yeah, that was an odd choice to TP when you have no leaps.
And so that means this top lane is, I mean, bottom lane's obviously going good for OpTic, but top lane, they're doing pretty damn decent on the side of Immortals right now. Axe is almost the most farmed in the game. He is number 2, right behind that Mirana. And Zeus, number 5, struggling, but Zeus is a hero who, you know, he likes farming heroes a little bit. So
yeah,
we'll wait till there's a fight.
This game's absolutely like any team's game at this point. But the problem is OpTic's lineup just is going to naturally come online so much faster than Immortals. So I feel like even though it's even or a little bit favored for Immortals right now, the most crucial moment's going to be in like the next 10 minutes, how many objectives they lose. Because if they can maintain all their, like at least most of their towers and not like prevent OpTic from grouping up for Roche, they're going to be in a good spot. But that's a lot. That's like a tall task, you know? That's asking them a lot. So
well, 33 rotates middle, and good positioning by MP Scouts. He's going all the way from bottom to top, it looks like. 33 not wanting to use a TP. Yeah, sure, I'll just wander up here.
You also have the natural pipe builder in the Tide against Zeus. An item you always have to build.
All right, well, Velo's in trouble. Is this going to be our first Ravage here? We're going to see Moonlight Shadows take us. A silence goes out. Dodges concussive with it. They're just going to right click. They don't need to use the Ravage. He's getting called, take a little bit. Goes for the Battle Hunger. Not enough. And 33 just
bottom lane as well. Black hole
gets the kill. Ryoya goes down. And, well, we talk about taking towers. Guess what? We're about to have level 3 Eidolons plus the Drought Aura Mirana.
So what happens is the lane's always pushed into your tower, Grant, and then eventually a Mirana shows up and you die.
Yep.
And I'm talking from personal experience. It's just something that when you play against these teams, like, you don't know when it's coming, because the lanes looked like that for the last, like, 4 minutes. So you're just like, well, I'm just sitting here farming under tower. OpTic conveniently uses Mirana ulti to get 2 kills separately around the map. But if you look at it from Void's perspective, he's been doing the same thing for like the last 4 minutes, and suddenly you just get ganked and die. And it was really good rotation because he waited for Zai 6.
By the way, 2 for 2 bounty rune exchange. But,
it's always important.
One team had a bottle, so they get a little bit more out of the bounty rune. It's not that much, but 33, he's just gonna get run out right now. Pycat denies the top tower, so a nice bit of team gold getting denied from Immortals.
Bottom.
Will dupe, I mean, it's a level 4 dupe. Dubu's dead.
But with him dying, that pretty much means free tower for OpTic. Obviously, he wasn't going to do a great job defending it, but no, it looks like they actually plan to fight this. They TP the Sky in, that means they're definitely going to do something about this. Void walked top, so he has a TP with Chrono. But no, what follow-up do you have? You only have level 5 on the Skywrath Mage. This is a waste of a lot of... I mean, they're TPing. They tomed up on Dubu, so he has level 6. He's going to smoke with the Void. They're going to plan to fight after that tower.
They think... Right, maybe they think this lane is not completely dead yet. Will they find somebody? Pycat is sticking around.
They're going to get a kill, but I think...
Zai's in good positioning here. He's going to run away, possibly? No, he's still in lane. All right, you are the chosen one, Zai. Goes for it. Chrono comes out. In comes some damage. They don't even use the Skywrath ulti.
They didn't have it, yeah.
Oh, didn't even have it. All right, well, don't need it. They get the kill. Zai goes down 259.
But that's a smoke, a Chrono, and you lost the tower. So that's like a nice consolation prize, but by no means is that particularly good for Immortals.
Maelstrom, Immortals. You like that? We've been seeing a lot of just straight MKBs. Is that only versus certain hero matchups?
Yeah, I think like any Solar Crest builders or Wind Ranger, we've been seeing it a lot against. It was against like a Brew Master and a Wind Ranger earlier, so that's like double the value. I think that was in the EU finals.
Yeah, it was the one game Wind and Rain won, I believe.
But 33 is kind of taking the back seat as like a 4-position tied to this Enigma. Yeah,
I think they know he's here.
Yeah.
They sure do. He's gonna guess what? He's tossing a rock. He's tossing a coconut. The double stun. It'll be enough, and see you later, Velo. You're gonna go down. Peter will get the kill, and now Tide's level 9 takes the tome.
When you have no Chrono and you show 3 heroes bottom, even though it was like 30 seconds ago, it's one of those things that OpTic does where they know that if they find you, they don't know if they are, but if they find you, you're alone because of the information revealed bottom. So they're even though Axe is like this very tanky, potentially threatening hero, he's not so threatening when they have no Chrono and they have no heroes there, and they know that. So that's a really good play by OpTic to recognize, like, we're going to look for him, look for all the nooks and crannies, maybe he's hiding in some trees, and he's dead if we find him. And they're going to smoke up to the top lane.
Radiant
See?
are scanning.
They won't.
Still haven't
Oh,
used
the
Ravage.
scan. Scan will. I mean, obviously, Immortals doesn't know who's there, what's there. They know at least one hero's there. People think of scan as like, you know, they see it, they're like, they got the scan, they know where everyone's at. You don't know how many. BSJ,
Yeah.
is it 5 heroes, 1 hero?
Yeah, I mean,
You don't know.
you kind of have to assume anyone
You
who's
assume.
not showing is
Is there,
there. That's
yeah.
what you have to play like.
Uh-oh, Peter, he was going for a ward. He's going to throw out a stun. Oh my goodness,
He's dead.
MP, is he not
Oh.
yet? Now he has concussive, will come up. Oh,
He
my
waited for
God.
the chaos. I like that.
Top lane, Warlock Rock goes down. Bello will get ravaged up. It looks like they will just right-click him down, though. And
Just
now,
gonna clean up.
33, he's trying to get away, but it won't work. Dubu gets
Is
the
he?
kill. MP in a little bit of trouble. The C4 gets the kill, but now CCNC's in trouble. The right-click's flying. Febby has one more bolt. Oh, the sentry goes down, but he's just gonna run away. He's still
dead,
busy. Yeah, it sure looks like it. And does go down. Dubu gets the kill. Dubu's rich as hell now.
And it gets the D ward as well.
Oh
and they
my
defend the
God.
tower. And meanwhile, Void's farming. So all that's actually very good for Immortals.
Yep, that's what the big thing is. So your Warlock used Rock, but their Tide used Ravage. You just 1-for-1 traded those big cooldowns, and you're probably happy with that, because as you said, Rioya's farming.
He needs a lot of items on Void. So having that extra little bit of space where he doesn't actually have to do anything, it's nice not only that they stopped the objective, but he wasn't a part of it. He didn't spend the time farming or stopping the objective being there. Instead, he was just hitting creeps, which is really important for Void.
So I know you're not necessarily a Zeus player, but what does he go? He's got the Aether Lens. Do you go something like
Yeah, that is
Kaya
not-
Ags or what?
That is not Peel or Slark.
Yeah.
But I feel like you just
Kaya?
need to sit in the back and dish out deeps. I wouldn't mind one survivability item.
And he has Force. it
Which,
looks like.
Force Staff, Yules, Blink,
Oh.
anything like that. So,
Bello.
a lot of Zeus's tend to skip it, though. Like, they tend to skip going for anything other than just damage or
I
team fight.
don't you usually see Blink? Or no, Blink's decent, right?
I'm saying I almost always see, like, Ether Ags and then maybe an item like
Okay.
that. So that's why I think he's got them both queued up, is he's kind of debating between how the pace of the game goes.
There's smoke.
This is a death on the
Yeah,
Enigma.
it is. See you
Skyrim.
later. Gets the Skyrath ulti. Raindrop will tank a little bit up. They even used the Zeus ulti to help, and I'm sure they actually wanted Rioya or MP to get that kill, but Febby says,
Oh,
nah.
PPD
I'll get it.
coming in
Top
for some
lane.
more.
He is going in for more. Uh-oh, Peter.
Oh, the arrow, too, onto the Skyrath, but I don't think Marana wants to follow up on that. No Zeus ulti. Oh, misses barely. Is it? Oh my god, he is dead.
Oh, well, I wish I was looking. I was looking at Dubu was just upheaving nothing.
The
Like,
Warlock
lead the
heal
way.
was enough to out
30.
damage
heal.
the heal of the war.
Let's
of the
do
Witch
some
Doctor.
math here. 35 damage over 12 seconds. The heal, level 1, 8 mana percent for 16 heal. Yeah, that's
So
that's
it's
19.
Yeah, magic
Plus-
resistance. It's like 10.
Yeah,
So-
like 12.
Yeah.
Still, it's enough, and that I'm not the biggest kill, but a kill's a kill. And Dubu, man, Dubu, what is he looking at? He's almost got an urn and arcane boots already. He is pretty damn farmed.
Air
Moonlight
Marana ulti
Shadows.
though, looking to make something happen.
Bottom lane. How do they get this kill? They need a decent air, but look at this. They've already pushed it, and he's just back.
He knows he's in the dead lane. He's out.
Yep. I'm surprised he's been down here this long. Are they going to try to still get him? They're running, but no Blink on Enigma. You rarely see Blink nowadays, so.
So the idea of the lane is that if you're in your own safe lane, that means you're not looking to make plays, other
Yeah.
than maybe ganking the guy that's pushing your tower. So the rest of his team is the ones that actually want to make plays. So by Void being down here, it's kind of nice because he's survivable and he's not wanting to make plays. He just wants to hit creeps. So he lets the rest of his team play on the other half of the map.
Immortals, they get a Blink on Axe. Immortals, they're looking to get some decent item timings and just ulti timings, right? Because now the Warlock Rock is back up. Is there a chance they, you just
Radiant's
5-man a
bottom
lane, or
tower
you just
is
can't
under
do that
attack.
versus
I think
like,
you have to
Tide?
wait. You can't possibly push your own objectives. You have like no natural way of taking towers with Zeus,
True.
Void.
Void until the
Axe
late game,
call,
right?
yeah.
That actually is rough.
So they can only counterplay whatever OpTic's doing.
Bottom
And so
lane.
OpTic is clearly revealing their hand bottom.
Oh.
Axe has shown his blink.
Yep. Stomp Centaur trying to, keep him away from here, but 33, it doesn't look like he's scared at all. He has the medallion as well as
The chrono for
skill.
15, that's important. They're trying to stall it out until that happens, but
Oh, arrow will completely whiff. Will they even get a tower tonight? It looks like he might go for it. Oh, he blinks forward into the front. Malphus comes out, hits on Bello. We're going to see Contested Shot go 33. Cast ulti. It hits onto 3 of on the backside. Bello's already dead. They're going to look for Dubu, and that minus armor from Gush. In comes the ward from Peter. Hits twice.
Void TP'd in behind, but
Let's see what he can do. Well, see ya.
yeah, I mean, his team was already dead. Axe missed the initiation, and that's the problem I see with Immortals lineup is it just feels more difficult to take fights. Despite having all these, like, team fight ultimates, I think you still need to start the fights with Axe, and your Axe against a bunch of ranged heroes. So it's very easy for OpTic to separate.
You can't get, like...
Multiple
You
hero
have Blink
calls.
to get to the back lines, but can you even get close enough to Blink to the back
You have to
lines?
go through this Tide Hunter, you have to go through Enigma, it just
Good
doesn't
luck.
feel easy.
And I like this, right? Even though you used your Ravage, you still know your Black Hole's up. You have that kind of, you know, safety net for these big ultimates right now.
Yep.
We have not, yeah, we've seen one Black Hole bottom kill Ryoya, but that's it. And now, oh, they have the Ogre, Helm of the Dominator creep. 33 is sitting at 23 armor already, just running at you at 18 minutes in. Jeez Louise. Drow as well, a high, right? That's the best part about marksmanship, is it gives you agility, so it gives you armor. Drow's at 29, almost 30 armor.
Yeah, it's also nice nowadays for the movement speed for your farm. Drow traditionally, like, main limitation on farming was being able
Look
to
at that.
walk places.
Oh, because he killed...
Yeah, I've done that. The golems, like,
Yep.
reset their aggro whenever you kill them.
All right, well, the moonlight is over us. Will
And
we
Axe is
find a
gonna be a
kill on
goner.
OpTic? Yeah, he's not looking good. It's not like Smoke doesn't
blink.
break. He does get the
Oh.
blink up. Is he going to go over? Febby actually slows one down. They can't find him. Oh, the arrow flies. Takes a nice angle on Velo. Do we have another stun up? Not for 9 seconds from Witch Doctor. Velo,
Nice
blink in
reaction.
4. He could gush cancel, but no, they get out. Not a smoke gank, but it is a Moonlight Shadow gank that is pretty much thwarted. Oh, look at this. The Ogre Frostmage. He dodges. This little dude just juking and jiving. That's 200 gold.
Main thing about that tower
Oh.
push bottom was that Immortals wasn't getting anything done while OpTic took that tower. So not only did OpTic, like, they committed 5 heroes to get the tower, but Void wasn't, like, farming or anything. So none of the acceleration on Immortals was happening for their timings. Zeus is going what appears to be the 4-staff. So just a little bit of mobility helping him position against these heroes. Quite hard to play Zeus when you 355 move speed and there's all these spells like Ravage, Arrow, Enigma.
So 2 towers, quote-unquote, taken by Immortals, but both have been denied, so a lot of team gold just missing. Cask flying on MP. Didn't even commit the 4-stab yet. And look at this, the upheaval.
The
Dude,
Drow were on the Eidolons. They hit for 108, and that's basic damage, not hero damage. So basic damage does 70% tower damage, while hero damage is only 50%. So it's more like a hero that hits for 150. That's how it works, the math on that. So each Eidolon is 150 damage hero hitting the tower, which is, like, ridiculous.
So if you're Avenge, and you see PPD hitting the towers of Witch Doctor and Eidolon hitting the tower, you're stunning that Eidolon.
Yes.
Okay. Poor Peter. Come on, don't do Peter like that.
If you're trying to D-push, then yes.
Yeah, take that, Eidolon. Peter's just there like, you're not going to kill me? Nah, you ain't worth it. You ain't nothing to us. Well, bottom. Ryoya is there. Zai's here as well. Is he just going to black hole him? He looked like he wanted to. He's still moving. He's going to break down the trees. We once again are going to see the Moonlight go, but top lane, another Ravage coming out. Velo is just spinning. Oh my goodness, the double Starstorm goes out. Now MP's there. CCNC with the BKB is just right wing. In comes Chrono. Will it be enough to kill CCNC? Leap up. Nothing's going to happen. So a 2-for-1. But Warlock Rock committed. Same with Ravage. But that's 2 cores.
Is a huge kill, though. Even if, like, overall, that's definitely bad for Immortals because they committed so much. But, I mean, you saw Zeus die almost instantly.
Like 3-shot it, yeah.
He took the XP gain over the armor, and so he has 4 armor against a Marana with Drow Aura. Without Drow Aura, he hits for 180.
I don't think I've ever seen
play
armor.
Zeus, so.
I don't think I've ever seen armor take. Right, being able to, like,
get that level 20, 25 talents is pretty insane, yeah.
The fact, yeah, what were the crazy talents? Movement speed talents, those really high ones. Remember how good they were at first? And now it feels like EXP gain talents they're kind of rare. So anyone who gets it just takes it.
The Warlock most notable one we
guy.
see is the 60% XP gain at level 15.
Yeah.
They are, were they smoked?
Oh,
no,
Roche.
they're just taking Roche.
There we go, and Tide actually has one at 15, but he takes the 25% anchor smash damage reduction. He just wants to run in and be a bother, as Winnie the Pooh would say.
Be a bother.
I don't know what that accent was, then they didn't sound like
Have
Winnie
you
the Pooh.
seen Have you seen that Harry Potter Puppet Pals?
No.
Oh, well then that's why you don't get it.
I guess I'm just not dank enough right now.
Yeah, that was one of those, like, when you were, like, when I was in middle school, one of those online videos that you just thought was so funny.
And then you watch it now and you're like,
oh my god,
what have I done?
What was wrong with me?
Well, they get Roche pretty easily. Now, this Marana, because you got the Drow behind you, guess what? You only have 1 damage item, but now that BKB, it's plus 24 damage. People forget about that. Like, it's not a damage item, but it still gives you some.
Yeah.
It's not terrible. Now you have the Drow Aura as well.
I mean, if you have Drow Aura, you just need to be able to hit people. You don't really need damage items to deal damage. Obviously, you're still going to build damage, but the BKB just enables him. He just gets Sky with Mage Silence and dies if he doesn't have
Do you like this? Blink Dagger next from Rana. You talked about just being able to survive is...
I don't know about that.
Different. You don't like it?
I feel like I'd rather just see like a Dragonlance personally, but I don't hate the Blink Dagger by any means just because he has so much stuff that he can follow up, and he doesn't want to be revealing himself against an axe, so it lets you position a lot farther back.
But you got 3 elite.
Yeah.
But you want to save him.
Yeah, it's like, I see why he wants it.
But you wouldn't put him.
I probably wouldn't get it myself.
That's why Dota's a great game, right?
Yep.
There's different ideas when different Dota games.
And that's also why he's here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Possibly qualifying for TI Immortals. They need this game. And MP, he's got his point boost 3 once. I mean, once that Nimbus comes out, it feels like a real game changer because it's like it's a better version of his ultimate already. And then you get the talents as well, right? The level 20. I've seen cooldown reduction taken, but the mini stun this game, is that too valuable?
Apparently cooldown reduction affects the how often the Nimbus hits, which I did not know.
A 0.5 mini stun. That's one of those I've heard actually. I was one of those guys like, if you don't go mini stun, you're dumb, everyone here is dumb. And then like, I know someone did the math, I'm like, oh, cooldown reduction is good. You guys are smart. Well, smoke gank coming from the Dire side.
Yeah, Tide, this is what I was talking about even early on in the game. Tide is such a good hero this game simply because he just walks down a lane, has no cares. He can show, it doesn't reveal anything to Immortals. Like, the information's like, we just see this Tide. What does that tell us? It's a Tide. That's what it tells us.
And here we go.
And they can make plays elsewhere. He might be dead on Sky, we'll see.
And out.
He's actually going for an Acceptor, which is a ton of damage.
Yep.
And he's only 800 gold off. But he has 2 armor. So he will get 4-shotted by him.
But hey, at least if you're defending a tower, you get the +3.
That is true. More than doubling. That's the value. I mean, if you buy armor items, that 3, percentage-wise, goes down heavily.
Yeah. And we're percentage-based gamers here.
Yes.
And look at this. This is one of those things. Those Eidolons, they get melted by MP. And that Aether Lens arc lightning range, pretty good at defending towers.
Immortals TP'd all their heroes to base, and it was scouted out by this Helm of the Dominator creep top. So they know for a fact all the heroes on Immortals are in their base. So they just say, we know you're there. You're not getting anything on the map. No reason to force an objective.
He pulls the creeps too.
Yep. All there is to it. Pycat farming with a Blink Dagger of his own. Something we did not mention or see.
I think for Drow, it feels like they almost don't even want to take team fights. Even though they have Black Hole and Ravage, right? They just want to sit in the back. You use Ravage, and then we decommit. It's like not an aggressive Blink
Something
Dagger.
we've seen this patch is a team that's ahead at this stage in the game. If you don't die, you win, because you're farming more of the map, the bounty runes. It just pays to not go for ballsy plays in the current patch. And that's kind of sad. Like you like to say the playing to win rather than not playing to lose. But the fact is, if you're ahead in this meta, it's just better to play not to lose.
And you see Mirana has finished up the Mjolnir with that BKB. We see Zai already has the Guardian Greaves, and there's a blink coming up for Tidehunter very shortly here. On the other side, almost Ags, you said, on the Skywrath. And the Blade Mill here. So Axe is feeling good. I mean, not great, but you have Blink Blade Mill. You can ruin someone's game, and you're happy about that.
Yeah, but they have this, like, the items on Mirana and Drow, most notably, are making it quite difficult for him to do his thing. Not only, like we mentioned though, you just have this Tide walking in front. Are you gonna Blink Blade Mail to call, Blink Blade Mail call the Tide? That doesn't feel very good. He's the dangler, right? You talked about this. You use that word all the time to describe what you think about Dota, and I would
say he's the bait, right?
He's the bait. That's what you like. A bait dangles on your hook, though. You know what I mean?
So why use that word if you can just use bait?
Because it doesn't rhyme with tangle.
But we have a lot of fishing.
That is true. It's probably better. Okay.
Especially as a Tidehunter. He loves the mackerel.
Yeah.
He is the mackerel in this game that he eats.
Fair enough. Yeah, he is. I mean, effectively, he is the bait. That was what he is. He's going to walk in front and say, I dare you to go on me. We have Enigma. We have, like, all these ranged DPS heroes. And you don't have a reliable way of killing me. I mean, even if they do kill him, it's going to require Chrono and Call. And then suddenly it's like... Obviously, neither of those are removed by Kraken Shell, so that's relevant as the game goes on.
Very. So, okay. Almost level 18 plus Nimbus for Zeus. Bebby, what are we looking at? About 100 gold here until that Ags. I mean, they've got damage, right? If you catch that Mirana without BKB with like a call, she's dead.
Yeah.
There's no way she's alive.
That is absolutely true, and that makes the Aegis play even more impacted in this game, and it's already down for now. They've got somewhere between 2 to 5 minutes or so before the next Aegis, and that's what they're just going to be waiting for. They're just going to be hitting creeps on the map. We should be expecting to see that net worth graph just trickle up for OpTic until Immortals decides to make a play. And I think they're waiting for these Axe Scepters on the Skywrath Mage plus the Zeus, both of which are quite close. Ryoya going for what looks like a 4th item. Maelstrom has the Mask of Madness. Shadowblade BKB, pretty standard Void build nowadays. The Mask of Madness for damage, Shadowblade for positioning and survivability and damage. And then the BKB so that once you get that positioning, you don't just die to a silence.
No Tail's watching this game. Wait, where's his Helmet of Dominator?
Yeah,
what's this guy doing? But yeah, he's got the damage. The thing is, Zai now, I think the biggest thing is your Enigma, you've got Blink, and now you have the 120 gold per minute. You get that BKB. What does cancel? They've got Call, Chrono. Are those the only... And Rock. Actually, they have a lot to cancel. Like, he is never going to be the Initiate, if you're wondering, on that Enigma.
I just realized they did pick Enigma into Warlock, so there's no item you can actually build to reliably get a BKB hole off.
That's when you see the best holes sometimes. You're like, you're not expecting, and all of a sudden Zai hits a 25-man hole. He brings in other people from, like, Wind and Rain and OG's game.
They might... Oh, they get the cancel on the Blink with the right click this time, so Velo can't get away.
Arrow hits, but here we go. Ooh, double ulti flying out, doing a decent amount of damage, but not enough. And PPD with the level 3 heal. Oh, leap forward. Will she use her last one? No. That is a kill on Velo. The first kill we've seen in a bit now.
He has buyback, and they have Void Chrono still, but he's going to show himself bottom, so they know they're not going to be contesting the minute this Void shows bottom.
33 is just trying to swag right now. He got the Harpy Stormcraft. That is a lot of damage. People don't realize, like, if you get that on Chen early game, that's a lane winner.
Noteworthy is that the Harpy Stormcrafter has full night vision too, so we'll make it so they do not.
Maybe that's why I got it. That probably is why I got it then, right?
It's probably the most relevant part of that creep at this stage. In the early game, it actually harasses stuff, but at this stage in the game, the night vision is quite nice.
I did not know that, BSG, and I know a lot of stupid little... I'm not saying that's stupid. I mean a lot of little things, and I have learned. Thank you for teaching all of us.
Yeah, so if you guys are ever against a Night Stalker, you have no natural night vision, feel free to dominate a Harpy Storm.
If you can find him. Of course, then, like, you know, people are going to go into the game like, I'm going to beat these guys, and there's never one spawning. Like, oh, damn
they're going to, like, go into camp, not even thinking about where anyone is on the map, and they're just going to feed, but they're going to be looking for that creep all game.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Please, the vision. As we see, the gold graph just continues to go 10,000 now in favor of OpTic. Really just one big team fight, though, and you get a couple towers for Immortals, and they have the team fight to do it. They just need the jump, and that's going to be so hard versus Tide and Enigma.
It's just all on this Axe, right? Like, because of all these ranged heroes, you have these Void Axe heroes who just... They want you to be clumped up, and the only hero you're getting clumped up in your face is a Tide Hunter, and that's not what you want. So it's just really hard for Immortals to take fights, and they're smoked up, but look at the mid lane. That OpTic knows something's going on, right? And they're all just sitting in their base, like, on the high ground, because they're completely aware, and you're going to watch 33 always be, like, in the most dangerous posturing position. They always have this hero they want to get gone on.
But he blinks away. They ulti, and now it definitely gives away. They're like, oh, they were going for some sort of gank, and OpTic just, as you said, they stay back, they farm the jungle, they farm the lanes, and they just slowly grow their lead.
Yep, just don't die, and then you look at the net worth, and it's just a slippery slope. And their obviously eyes are on Roche, as we mentioned before. They arrow it up. They're just going to walk in, but Immortals is in the vicinity, so they have to be careful of not overcommitting on OpTic, but I'm sure they're aware of that.
How do you get vision in the pit, right? Do they have the Nimbus? They have the Nimbus, okay.
The Nimbus True Sight's actually relevant here too, but Duke is getting caught. No buyback.
In trouble. Does he have the rock? Will he drop it? Oh my goodness, the dragon gets him stunned up, and now is Peter actually going to solo farm this Nimbus?
And that's the separation between these tiers of teams, is you know, if you're really thinking clearly, that the objective for OpTic is Roche. So if they're playing somewhere as a group, it's going to be around Roche. And while we've been seeing 33 always walk into the most dangerous areas, suddenly you just saw 5-position support doing it, and that doesn't quite have the same effect. So,
and he's a really relevant support.
Yeah, he's very relevant. He stops the hole. Yeah, he stops the hole. Like, he's actually very impactful this game as a Warlock. Obviously, we always expect Rock to be like a very team fight impactful ability, but at the same time, it's even more insane this game because it stops Enigma from ever being able to hole until the Warlock has rocked or dies.
This is This is looking very good for OpTic, BSJ.
Yeah.
But there are plays, obviously, Immortals can make. And the biggest one, I mean, we gotta see a Chrono. I mean, a Chrono into a double ulti from the Skywrath, very good. That's a ton of damage, as long as it's not the Tide. You find anyone else without BKBs, they're gonna die.
The problem is, though...
It's fine.
Yeah, the problem is, though, as the game goes on, you're gonna have Aegis on CCNC all game. You're gonna probably have like an Eon Disc at some point on the Enigma, and then that just eliminates more and more targets for you to actually be able to go on. So it's like, you know, we have all this initiation, we have all this like damage follow-up, but who do we actually get? They're looking to get Peter bottom. They
misses the call. And
he might be in trouble, actually.
Yeah, he just turns on his level 3 heal. He's going, but look at, the Drow will take a while to TP because someone else canceled their other TP. And he should be able to get out.
That's not bad space, actually.
Will get found. They try to blink and find, but nothing there. Ryoya TP's away as well.
This Pycat build is very, like, almost hilarious to the extent that, like, it's very good. I like it. Like, it's just, it's a great adjustment, honestly. I just wouldn't have thought to do it. It's very cool.
What would you have gone? Would you have just been like, triple Maelstrom,
you know, maybe a Radiance for the extra farm speed? No,
that's smart.
I do think the Hurricane Pike BKB makes a lot of sense, but the Blink Dagger is the main adjustment I see as, like, the not so straightforward item purchase.
It's funny, right? Like, if that was them ganking bottom, he could have blinked away. Even Peter just walks away. Just, it feels like Velo 0.5 seconds behind on these last couple of ganks. But now look at this. Peter, you're in a little bit of trouble here. Shots slowing down. Yeah, look at Velo. Hello. Oh, but will it bounce back? Oh, that doesn't matter. Febby puts out a ton of damage. They do get the kill.
Ryoya has CCNC, but he's obviously not going to Chrono in Aegis.
Takes it. He did take cooldown reduction, by the way. So we've got the cooldown reduction. Obviously, look at Nimbus already back up after we almost saw it drop. And obviously, you build an Octarine later into the game as well. And that Nimbus, it's going to be a lot of Nimbi.
Yeah, is that the proper term, Nimbi?
It sure is now.
I mean, we talked about Cactus and Cacti and Daedalus and Daedalus. I guess that would
Nimbus is
following
Nimbi.
the, you know, the trends there. Nimbi.
Following our own logic.
Yes.
Sounds good. But next Roche as well, it will be the Refresher Shard. And some games you don't have anyone to take it. You have Warlock, Tide, Enigma,
Drow
Zeus
for the Aura.
Drow for the double siege unit Aura. No, but really, there is a lot of
No, this is about as good as a Refresher game. Void, if you didn't even mention that.
Yeah, Void as well. Yeah.
Like, this is actually the most insane Refresher Shard game I think I've seen in a while.
I don't even know. I'll be honest, that's on me. Dubu just dies top by himself.
I mean, he has Blink Dagger plus 3 leaps, theoretically, so his reach is, like, insane for kills. And I think his main kill targets right now are everyone but everyone but Void and Axe. If you find anyone else on the map that's alone from CCNC, he's just gonna kill you.
Oh, look at this.
I get Tide, but
does he have the Silver Edge yet? No, he's building it. Oh, if you have the Silver Edge, right, you go like 100%, but he does not. They do see the Moonlight Shadows go up though, so that
no Golem counter initiation for 10 seconds, so he knows he has no save if he just hold.
I like how they're just pushing the base when they're Mirana, like their main.
Look at the siege catapults with the Drow.
Look at it, melts it. They're missing though. They're actually missing like every hit.
They're actually missing.
They missed every hit. The last 6 hits, and now they glyph. Those were probably actual hits, but it won't matter. Let's see. There's 1, 2. Oh my god. It's dead. They don't miss those ones. Oh, get ready. They're chunking. They're actually not
That's like
hitting
140 damage a hit. That is 140 damage a hit when the Drow is on.
Value.
You wouldn't understand. I love this value more than anything in the world.
I don't even think Blitz understands that value.
Yeah, Blitz doesn't understand value at all. But Nimbus will go down to try to shock it. And guess what? The siege units did go on the melee barracks, which is healable damage. And it's very relevant, right? At least naturally bottom isn't always pushing out now. Keep it, but there goes Shrine. And now they're going to take another Shrine.
This is something we see from CCNC a pretty decent amount, like on TA especially, is the Sheepstick build that he has queued up at least. It just makes it so you can kill whoever you want. You don't have damage issues, you have this Drow, you have like all the mobility. Anybody you find dies. And it makes it even harder as a Void. Like imagine you're concerned about all these things in the fights, and now if Mirana just finds you in the fight.
See. Oh my goodness.
Might just be dead top.
With the Blink Dagger, no
He's
Blink
dead.
up.
He's dead, he's Mask Madness. Yep. Ouch.
He didn't even, I mean, he doesn't know who's behind, obviously. Yeah. But, oh, here we go. Velo does jump in. Is an Aegis of him. Mirana has the Sheepstick. Doesn't need it. Look at the move speed coming out from Velo. There they go. Void has him back. Uh-oh. Hello, Peter. Comes in with the Febby ult, and CCNC goes for it. The Ravage will
canceled the blink.
Completely whiffed.
Canceled the blink with the Zeus ulti.
Gets canceled. Nicely done there by MP. And they get Pete. I mean, not your best one-for-one trade, but you take the
That's a
Aegis
TI
as
winner.
well.
Radiant's top shrine.
You take the Aegis as well. Now, see?
That could have been a lot worse with your one position just dying like that, but either way, you're not happy.
There
Oh,
we go. Zai goes in. He's going to make some Eidolon. Just throws it down. Axe again with the flame. Oh my goodness. CCNC gets melted down. Zai's BKB is going to be wearing off here. They're just running through the base. It doesn't matter. Warlock Rock will hit 2 of them. Nimbus on the backlines will hit 1. Febby is just chunking the double ulti from the Aghanim's Febby. 33 trying to run away. Velo says, you're not going anywhere. And now, will they bring him down? They should be able to. Look at how tanky this man is, but they're still chasing. Can he get the blink off? He has cheese blink.
Oh my god.
And he will get away. Look at that. The Reaver, the 25 strength.
And he has a heart complete as well.
See how much this will do. 120 damage.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That is a lot. But what a fight from Immortals. I mean, they're down 15k, but you just realized, wait, we do a lot. If we get the call on this core, he's dead.
Yeah, CCNC just needs to, like, he
Chill.
got a brief wake-up call there saying, if I don't have Aegis, I can't play like that.
You know, Ryoya not going, okay, no, switched off the Silver Edge over to a MKB.
What is that for? Just Drow Butterfly, possibly? I
Yeah,
feel like it's
just
not your
damage?
job to kill Drow. I feel like I'd rather just have like a full Mjolnir, maybe the Silver Edge. I mean, any
bottom.
damage item is fine.
Okay, 33. There's no way this time. They're going to drop the Nimbus right on top. Look at that damage coming out. They're still so slow. The upheaval, that's going to be the key. I like how it, like, Crackshell slowly takes off upheaval. Uses the cheese even. He is still taking out. This man will not die. They're trying to. In comes Zai. He has the ulti. He will pull into him. 33 is still alive. Velo and Ryoya are getting chunked down by the Death Ward. Velo will drop. And now Ryoya, he thinks about the chrono, doesn't use it. And the cheese usage, it looked crazy at first, but it pays off. 33 is moving forward. Now Dubu will get out. Ryoya and MP are the 2 in control. The Nimbus will hit Zai, will hit 33. They're looking for Ryoya though. He gets out. Does he? That's the question. Oh, Pycat. You don't have a sheep stick. That's CCNC. Barely gets out.
Wow. I didn't think he was going to use the cheese. I thought because they had 2 heroes dead there that he was going to be in no man's land, but he knew how long it would take to kill him. And he's got 4,000 health almost with a pipe for the value.
Let's look at this. Defense. We'll follow you really quick, bud. Defense, health regen, 32. Magic resist 59%, and he eats up, right, with the pipe. If you use it, eats up even more. And 42% physical resist, crack and shell. This man, you have to finish that Silver Edge on Void now, right?
Yeah, I mean, the crack and shell damage block's very relevant.
And he does.
It's 72 damage block, which when Void only hits for 255, that's 25% damage reduction already.
I like the Void though. Like that one failed gank, he finishes the Silver Edge after.
Yeah, he's like, okay,
all
lesson learned.
We got worked.
And the goal is that you know that before.
Oh my god, the smoke they run into. Is he gonna get? He gets the 3-man chrono. CCNC is there. He can't get the sheep up on Ryoya in time. The BKBs, he's taking a ton of damage though. It's 2 down already. And they buy back immediately. The sheep goes off on Velo. That would be a nice one. They ravage it, only hits 1. No, it hits Febby in the back as well. They're gonna be able to burst him down. They don't have vision. He's alive with literally 7 HP. Arrow flies, he dodges. There's no way he lives here. Gets right click, goes down. And now it's looking bad for Immortals. We don't have a buyback on Velo, who's a very important hero. A very nice chrono, but as
we mentioned in the draft, though, you chrono, and then they just reload.
What do?
They just go again.
They still have, the black hole up in 35. Obviously, Ravage just used Nimbus trying to do some damage. Uh-oh, Ryoya hex up. See you later, Alligator. He goes down. A buyback now coming out of Febby. He's gonna try to do anything he can, but they are losing their base very quickly to CCNC. Just, right? 6,000 gold in the sight. That doesn't give you much damage. 10 agility, but the Drow Aura, that's all you need.
Yeah, and with no axe, they have absolutely no kill threat on Quinn.
Oh my goodness. Is this going to be, not Megas, bottom does still stand. Surprise.
The catapults might actually kill this, by the way.
Oh my god, let's check it. Will it? One more, 2 more, 1 more hit.
God.
It's dead. Megas. Oh, it was the
Helm Dom.
It was the Helm one. They got it too. Oh my goodness.
Those catapults hit for more than triple damage from that Drower. 98 bonus damage.
This is OpTic is playing so clean, like a very good chrono, but as we've seen in the meta, is the word we like to use, buybacks are so good. Like there's no reason not to buy back if you think something's gonna happen. And Zai and PBD instant buyback. Guess what? We're running down mid. What does your Void do? And Ryoya, he shrugs. He says, I don't know either.
Yeah, that's just the problem when you pick Void into Drow. Like, usually people, when they pick Void, ban Drow because they don't want you to play. You don't want to play against these heavy objective forcing lineups because that's how you punish long cooldowns. That's why Spectre lineups, like, usually when you see a Spectre pick, they're picked into heroes that can't push objectives.
Yep.
And when you're this Void, you just chrono, like a really good chrono, kill 2 heroes, immediate buybacks, and then you actually just lose. And that's not a feeling you can afford to have. Like,
I was thinking about middle, right? He got a good 3-man chrono, but if Mirana was inside that, right, you get the kill on Mirana, maybe? Does that change anything?
I mean, if he has buyback, it doesn't change anything. He'd buy back.
We don't know. He hasn't and it. Maybe he did.
There's
Maybe
the
he
Eon
didn't,
disc. Like, you have the Aegis like coming up soon.
It's tough. It was a very nice chrono. That was like a perfect, you know, Silver Edge into their smoke. He just pops it. And I'm sure OpTic was like, whoa, why'd our smoke just pop? And now they're coming in.
I'm also pretty sure they know that the frontliners are supposed to have.
Dubu? Dubu for what? He has gets saved right away. A good axe pulls the blade. Knows that double ult is coming out. Rioya, they're trying to bring down CCC. They're not doing enough damage. And the hole will be coming out. There it is. It pulls into him. CCC on the outside doing so much damage. Finally gets silenced after the BKB, but Bellows dead. And now Femi goes down. It's a triple kill for CCC. Good game. Grabs PPD back at TI. Zai back at TI. Pycat. Guess what? You're not commentating TI, buddy. You are going to play. And now CCNC, he was one of those last year, 1 series away from going to TI. He's going to make it. And then 33, right? He had that miraculous run last year on Planet Dog.
Yeah.
They made it through, and now this year he gets on a stable team.